Hi everyone, welcome to another X-Wing video. So FFG's just stuck up the Suppressive Fire article, which is a review of Sabine's TIE Fighter expansion that will be coming out in Wave 10. So I'm just going to take a bit of time to go through some of the new cards they've shown us, some quick obvious combos that come to mind, and then just my general thoughts on what we see. So for those of you who aren't aware, obviously, the Rebels are getting access to a TIE Fighter, and it will be represented by the beautifully painted, if I do say. I mean, I really like this ship actually. I've seen a lot of people do repaints of this specific ship, and it's nice to actually have the FFG model. But it is just a standard TIE Fighter, 2 attack, 3 agility, 3 hull, 0 shields. And here we have the second lowest level is Captain Rex. I believe Zeb's the lowest at Power Skill 3. But we saw him in the Wave 10 reveal anyway. But Captain Rex is, after you perform an attack, assign the Suppressive Fire condition to the defender. And that is one of the new condition cards that we've brought in. So this is what Suppressive Fire does. It is a unique condition, you'll note. When attacking a ship other than Captain Rex, roll 1 fewer attack die. When you declare an attack targeting Captain Rex, or when Captain Rex is destroyed, remove this card. At the end of the combat phase, if Captain Rex did not perform an attack this phase, remove this card. So basically, he shoots at you, you have 1 less attack die unless you're shooting back at him. And obviously, if he shoots someone else, it moves and that kind of thing. It's worth noting, obviously, that his Power Skill 4 normally means that this is going to affect a turn after. So you can try and bump him up, but there's not really much you can do other than Rourke or Decoy. But as long as you plan around this triggering in a later turn, it should be okay. That's Suppressive Fire and Captain Rex, all for 14 points. Just a modification open, which we'll get to shortly. Then we have my favourite, Ahsoka Tano. She's Power Skill 7 for 17 points. At the start of a combat phase, you may spend 1 focus token to choose 1 friendly ship at range 1. It may perform 1 free action. So it's worth noting that you can do this on yourself, because it isn't one other friendly ship. So you can take the focus action and then reactively barrel roll if you need to during the combat phase. And you could potentially push the limits off that barrel roll to then reacquire your focus and stuff like that. There's a few shenanigans you can do, but it's generally pretty good. She is the highest pilot skill, and pilot skill obviously comes in important when we get to some of these ones. So, Captured TIE, it is TIE Fighter only, Rebel only, and a modification. So enemy ships with pilot skill value lower than yours cannot declare you as a target of an attack after you perform an attack, or when you are the only remaining friendly ship, you discard this card. So, if you put VI onto Ahsoka, she's Pilot Skill 9, and then can't be shot at by anyone of Pilot Skill 8 or lower until she shoots someone or they kill the rest of your squad. That's 1 point. You're gonna want to keep track. Is it gone? No. Sorry, this is the one I was looking for. So this is a title that gives you access to these other upgrades. So obviously Sabine's Masterpiece we've already seen. It gives you the crew and illicit swap for another point. So with the mod and this, you're already at 2 points on top of your TIE Fighter. Then the new illicit, which I'm really excited for. During the combat phase, instead of performing any attacks, you may discard this card and assign 2 ion tokens to each ship at range 1. So 2 points gives you a massive ion bomb effect, which does tier nicely into lots of other bombs. And then we have the Captain Rex crew card, obviously unique, 2 points. If you perform an attack that does not hit, you may assign 1 focus token to your ship. I did think about putting Captain Rex on anyone who takes Snapshot. You can't modify the dice anyway, it's only a 2 dice attack, and it's probably not going to hit, but it does let you assign a focus token if you miss, and it's not really limited, so you can then stack focuses that way. But it's pretty promising. Niche uses, but I like it. Then I wanted to just quickly look at the generic U-wing that we've put in the article as well. I don't believe we had the generic spoiled for 23 points. It's 2 points more than a shuttle, but has it's all going to come down to a dial basically. With the U-wing title, obviously it's got the same attack as the shuttle, same agility, one less hull and one less shield. It's got the same 2 crew slots, the same sensor slot, but does have access to torpedoes. So it's going to come down to how much that title adds in. It's 0 points and it can up your agility, stuff like that. But 23 points for a nice rugged crew carrier for Rebels is pretty good. I mean, kicks the ass out of the Outer Rim Smuggler just because that was so wrong. I think we can all agree the Outer Rim Smuggler was a bit of a miss, but this ship I'm pretty excited about. It should do work. And like I said, put Captain Rex on, you get your focus tokens. I think they do an interesting build in the article, which I always link the articles in the description anyway. But yeah, there's lots of different synergies. The main ones that I thought about is obviously you go all in on Ahsoka with high pilot skill to get her into just not being shot, to deliver that EMP. It does show in the article that you can put Sabine on the TIE fighter as well as the crew to give it a bomb slot, and I feel that's throwing more points into it than you need to. Just delivering that EMP burst should be enough to then set up maybe some K-wings with bombs to really tear through and get the job done. It does add in some different play styles for Rebels, so pretty exciting. I think it's a better set than it first appears. I'll definitely be picking one of them up. I probably won't get 2, to be honest. I think if you get 2, you can field all 4 pilots if you have Imperial TIE fighters and stuff like that. But I don't really feel I'm going to have a need to field 4, so I'll just pick one of it up, and it should be good fun. I'm definitely looking forward to trying Ahsoka. Zeb and Sabine have the other pilots. They have the same abilities as they do in the other ships for the Rebel faction. So Zeb cancels down crits before hits, which is more useful on a TIE fighter. And Sabine has, before you reveal a dial, you can do a free boost or barrel roll. So she's pretty good as well, pretty nippy. But I do think that Ahsoka's probably where I'm going to go and look at first, and then maybe come back to Captain Rex. And Captain Rex Biggs combo has been one that's already been talked about. Makes Biggs last a little bit longer. You're not paying too many points for Rex to push these abilities onto it, so could be worth trying. I don't know how efficient it will be when you look at it's likely going to be returned after, so Biggs is already going to take 1 full shot, and it's only 1 shot that you're putting the condition onto, so we'll see. Okay, any comments or anything you think I've missed in the article, let me know. Obviously this is my first thoughts really on it. It only came out today. I tried to do a video pretty quickly because there's a not a more important video, but there's one I'm equally as excited to do. So I'll just leave it there, guys. Thanks for watching.